Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Just wanted to give you guys an update on Ethereum here and some alternates potentially happening and how to track those in real time. So first we had a 3-wave move down. I have this as an A wave. Originally this was our B wave, looking for 5 waves down for a C or 3 for a Y. But once we only got 3 waves here and then rejected to the upside, kind of took that off the table, and now we're anticipating that this is a larger correction in itself before further downside after we complete. So yesterday I opened up a long looking for 5 waves up here for an expanded flat or 3 waves in a WXY, keeping an eye on this area where this can just be a running flat. And then further downside at the 1-to-1, this 1-to-1 at 1724, and all that is the measurement where this A wave off the B wave equals the C wave. They're at 1724.45. Down on the micro yesterday, I showed you this potential trade setup. So initially I missed this one, unfortunately, this 1-2 proposal down here. I was looking for buys. I didn't just quite get it in time. I didn't have an alert set. But anyways, this set up as a 1 with 5 waves up, a WXY 333, came to the 618 extension. This W wave off the X hit the the 618 extension of the W, which is our minimum requirement. And then off that, it appeared we got a 5 or a 3 wave, but it was pretty impulsive. So because of that, I pulled the pivots from the bottom and the top of this proposed wave 2 bottom, and I had buys at the 382 and the 50 and the 618. So I'm 2/3 of my position in. I took off the 382 because we've already passed that, but that was my entry point, and my stop is at this low currently. So once we're in an entry like this and we have a proposed count, I have a 1-2, 1-2, we have to ask ourselves, if this is the count, what should happen next? And basically what should happen next is this is a third of a third. It should just absolutely launch, right? That's what should happen on a third of the third. And we should be targeting up here at the 1.618 for our third. We get 5 waves up at 1776.26. So we also have to keep in mind what else can be happening if that doesn't happen, because we need to have it happen very shortly, right? If this count is correct. Well, one alternate is this is actually a leading diagonal. You can see I don't love the symmetry on it, but it's perfectly fine to be a leading diagonal. That's in orange. You see there we're contracting up to a point. Doesn't break any rules. The third is not the shortest. But what would that look like if that ends up panning out? It would look something like this. We get an ABC, and this would be our 1 or A wave if we get that WXY, or we get a 535. So our trade's still completely valid, just need to get moving soon. But this is what we would expect if it fails. So I would still be totally fine with letting myself get stopped out here and re-entering lower. I might even consider scalping that short, the B wave, but I wouldn't trade this A wave because this is still perfectly in play. We're just slowly running out of time for this move to start to happen. Other options are to, if you got in this area and you're less risk adverse, you have the option to deleverage at break even right now and lower your stop to this area if you want to allow both options to be available. Upsides to that, your win rate goes up. Downsides to that, your profit doesn't. Right? You tend to win less when you switch up like that. So the way I trade these situations is I will let this trade run, and then I'm aware of my next trade I want. which I'd buy a third at 382, the 50, and the 618. I just repeat what I always do in my system. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, just to be aware, because it looks like potentially we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe working on a fifth, or we're in and we're going to take off for our third of the third. But yeah, I hope you guys understand that analysis. I just really wanted to make you aware so you're not surprised if we get stopped out in this situation, and you know what I'm doing next, which is going long at these levels. All right, guys, that's Ethereum. Thanks for watching.